credit score can take years to build, but it can collapse in months, sometimes even weeks, if you don't understand how the system really works. Most people think credit damage happens because of something dramatic: bankruptcy, massive debt, financial disaster. But the truth? Credit scores are usually destroyed quietly, not by one huge mistake, but by small decisions repeated over time. A missed payment here, a maxed-out card there, an application you didn't really need, a bill you forgot about, a card you closed without thinking, and one day you open your banking app, check your score, and it's down. 40 points, 60 points, sometimes over 100. No warning, just consequences. If you're building credit in America, you need to understand something clearly. The system is predictable. It rewards discipline. It punishes carelessness, and it does not forgive easily. Today, we're breaking down the 7 biggest things that destroy your credit score, not just what they are, but why they hurt you, and how to avoid them before they cost you years of progress. Let's start with the most powerful factor of all. 1. Late payments, the fastest way to wreck your score. Your payment history is the single most important part of your credit score. It makes up the largest percentage of the formula. That means one late payment can hurt more than almost anything else. When you miss a credit card payment by 30 days, it can be reported to credit bureaus. Once that happens, your score can drop dramatically, especially if you had good credit before. Here's the part people don't realize. The higher your score is, the harder it falls. If your score is 750 and you miss a payment, the drop could be significant. If your score is already low, the drop might be smaller, but you're already struggling. Late payments don't just disappear either. They can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years. 7 years for one missed due date. Now imagine missing multiple payments, 60 days late, 90 days late. The system sees that as escalating risk, and lenders see risk as danger. The solution? Never rely on memory. Set automatic payments. Use calendar reminders. Pay at least the minimum, always. Because in the credit world, consistency beats everything. 2. High credit utilization, the silent score killer. This is the mistake most beginners don't understand. You might be paying on time. You might not have debt in collections. You might not have missed anything, but your score still drops. Why? Because you're using too much of your available credit. Credit utilization is the percentage of your credit limit that you're using. If you have a $1,000 limit and your balance is $900, that's 90% utilization, and that's dangerous. Experts recommend staying under 30%, but if you really want strong credit growth, stay under 10%. High utilization signals financial stress. It tells lenders, this person depends heavily on borrowed money. Even if you plan to pay it off next week, the damage might already be reported. Most credit card companies report balances once per month. If your balance is high on that reporting day, your score reflects it, even if you pay it off the next day. This is why timing matters. Smart credit users monitor statement dates. They pay down balances before the report hits. Because credit is not just about paying, it's about strategy. 3. Applying for too much credit. Desperation signal. Every time you apply for a credit card, loan, or financing plan, a hard inquiry is placed on your report. 1 inquiry, normal. 2, fine. 5 in 1 month, that's a red flag. Multiple hard inquiries tell lenders you're seeking credit aggressively, and aggressive credit-seeking behavior equals higher risk. Each inquiry can lower your score slightly, but stacked together, they can cause noticeable drops. Worse, if you get denied repeatedly, you end up with multiple inquiries and no new credit to show for it. Before applying, ask yourself, do I really need this? Do I qualify? Will this improve my profile? Smart credit building is slow and intentional. Desperation destroys progress. 4. Closing old accounts, the hidden backfire. This one surprises people. You think you're being responsible. You stop using a card, you close it, you feel disciplined, but your score drops. Why? Because two things happen instantly. First, your total available credit decreases. If you had $5,000 in available credit and you close a $2,000 limit card, now you only have $3,000 available. If your balances stay the same, your utilization ratio jumps. Second, you shorten your credit history. Length of credit history matters. The older your accounts, the more stable your profile looks. Closing your oldest account removes a major strength from your report. Unless the card has a high annual fee or serious issues, keeping old accounts open can actually help your score. Sometimes doing nothing is smarter than acting. 5. Accounts in collections. Major red flag. Few things damage credit more severely than collections. When you ignore a bill long enough, medical bills, utility bills, old credit cards, the company may sell your debt to a collection agency. Once that happens, your report reflects a collection account. That signals serious default behavior. Lenders don't like that. Even small amounts can cause major credit damage. The key lesson? Never ignore bills. If you can't pay, call, negotiate, set up a payment plan. Silence is expensive. 6. Co-signing for the wrong person. When you co-sign, you're not helping casually. You're legally responsible. If the primary borrower misses payments, your credit suffers. If they default, your score drops, and you can't remove yourself easily. Many people co-sign out of emotion, family, friends, pressure, but credit is mathematical. It doesn't care about relationships. Only co-sign if you are financially prepared to take over the debt entirely, because if things go wrong, your score pays the price. 7. Ignoring your credit report. You can't protect what you don't monitor. Errors happen more often than people realize. Wrong balances, incorrect late payments, accounts that aren't even yours. If you never check your credit report, those errors sit quietly, damaging your progress. Monitoring your credit is not paranoia, it's protection. When you review your report regularly, you catch problems early, and early corrections prevent long-term damage. The bigger truth about credit in America. Credit is not emotional, it's systematic. It measures behavior patterns over time. It rewards consistency. It rewards patience. It rewards low risk. But it punishes irresponsibility, impatience, and overconfidence. You don't build strong credit by being perfect. You build it by avoiding destruction. Avoid late payments. Avoid maxed out cards. Avoid unnecessary applications. Avoid emotional decisions. Avoid ignoring problems. Credit growth isn't dramatic. It's gradual. But damage is fast. If you stay disciplined, your score will rise. If you stay careless, it will fall. The choice is always yours. This system doesn't care about excuses. It only reflects behavior. And now you know the 7 behaviors that destroy credit. So avoid them, protect your progress, and build smart credit the right way.